Step into a realm where cherished memories intertwine with modern innovation. Okay? Let's journey back and reconnect with the past through a sincere homage to the Nintendo Entertainment System, better known as the NES. The game console that revolutionized home entertainment for a whole generation, including myself, family, and friends. So we're taking it back to the 80s, baby. I really want to share with you guys pixelated adventures and how these 8-bit memories contrast with today's immersive tech experiences like the revolutionary Apple Vision Pro. In the ever evolving world of technology and wellness, it really can be easy to get lost in the constant stream of new products and trends. Time and time again, people are getting lost. There's so much data coming at you, new trends, new products. How do you keep in contact with it? Scrolling through your feed, you've seen the shock and the awe of faces and friends and internet personalities alike take the cold plunge, right? We're talking about cold plunge, cold bath. We're going to explore what drives this bone-chilling phenomenon, the big freeze benefits, as I like to call it. Is there a benefit? You hear people talking about the benefits of cold plunge. Chances are you see ads for cold plunge or the influencer that you follow that's into fitness using the cold plunge theory, or better known as ice baths. What's up, everyone? My name is Jared, and this is Fit for Business with Jared Lane. If you could do me a favor, if you guys are watching this video on YouTube right now, tap that subscribe button. And as always, if you're listening and following along on Spotify, please go ahead and tap that follow button. We really appreciate all our followers and subscribers that will come along the way in our adventure with this podcast. Welcome to episode 7. So let's bring it back a little bit. The year is 1986. And I'm roughly almost 7 years old. And yes, I know I'm dating myself at this point, but hear me out. The nationwide release of the NES, better known as the Nintendo Entertainment System, just dropped in that September of that year. At that time, my home did not have an NES console. However, we did have an old school Atari system. Thanks, Dad and Mom. That at that point, the Atari system was probably collecting dust. I hate to admit it. Our neighbors across the street were the first in our area, our neighborhood, our block, to get the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. The first out of our friends. Not only did they get the NES, but they were stacked. They had gotten the console that was packed together at the time with this acronym ROB, R-O-B, and the game called Gyromite. What is ROB, you ask? It stands for Robotic Operating Buddy, and Gyromite was a game it synced with. Full disclaimer, here I am totally not a gamer 100%. Either way, that system was badass, especially to a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, and so forth. At that time, back in the 80s, that was some pretty badass technology. Well, we eventually did get our first NES console. It came with the iconic game that everybody's come to know and love, the characters, Super Mario Brothers, Mario, Luigi, the princess, Bowser. Heck, my kids love the Mario Brothers because of the recent movie that came out last year. I will also admit, growing up, I did subscribe to a magazine called Nintendo Power. Yes, I know that's nerd status level, but it's all the best intentions. We did have some great memories growing up. Games like Mario Brothers 1 through 3, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Jaws, Mike Tyson Punch-Out, Kung Fu, which I will add for the game Kung Fu, we were running an ad campaign for well over a year that our previous media editor took the character from Kung Fu out and inserted me into the video game. If anybody wants to see it, let me know and I can send it their way. And also the video game Contra. And yes, I still know the cheat code from Contra. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, start. That's nerd status right there. So anybody that grew up or has played the game Contra, I'm pretty sure that cheat code is going to give you unlimited lives, like 99 lives or something like that. I will also admit to this. Growing up playing video games in our household, I can remember or recall, and I still say this to my children today when they're up too close to the TV. My mom used to say, "Don't sit so close to the TV, you're going to hurt your eyes." ironic as it may seem, as today, people have screens so close to their face, whether it's computer screens, laptops, desktop computers, mobile devices, which is obviously at that point emitting Blu-ray lights to our faces. As time went on, we did get other consoles like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, the Wii. So I'm going to, again, date myself here, but we never got the video game console, if some of you have heard of it or are familiar. It was called Neo Geo. I forgot how many, maybe it was a 16-bit system at that time. I could be lying about how many bits were in the console. But now today in my household, I have a PS4, which I guess at this point I've had for over a decade. Typically it collects dust unless my son asks me to break it out so he can play it NHL, like I think 2014. And then, my kid really wanted the Nintendo Switch. So now they have a Switch so they can play Mario Kart. With time and time, we do play. So I had a lot of great fond memories, playing video games growing up. Transferring to like where I'm going with this conversation. Yeah, today we have devices, technology that literally flush against our skin. And you know what I'm talking about. Which brings me to the next topic, the Apple Vision Pro. Apple itself, hear me out. This is what Apple states that the Apple Vision Pro is. The Apple Vision Pro is a spatial computer that blends digital content and apps into your physical space, right? Your physical space being your hands, your eyes, your ears, and it lets you navigate, the system itself lets you navigate with your eyes, your hands, and your voice. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Hopefully people know that innuendo. Now, Apple has done really well with what Apple does, my friends, and that is marketing. They're ingenious. They are damn good at marketing. Not to mention, the Apple Vision Pro has a price tag of $3,499. Let that sit for a second. So now, after doing some research on this product, I saw that the actual product design to manufacture the Apple Vision Pro is roughly $1,590. For me personally, I have not tested this product. I've not used the Apple Vision Pro at the moment. I am curious to see, will this product stick? Will these types of devices, like the Apple Vision Pro or the device that Meta has that rolled out, will it become a thing in our society? Because now today, if you were to scroll on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, IG, wherever you may be, you're going to see people posting content, to get clicks, to get engagement, right? Of wearing the Apple Vision Pro, whether they're like sitting on a subway car, driving a vehicle, sitting at a sporting event. People are doing this just to get the clicks and the engagement, which I get it. Let's see, where this goes, where the technology leads us with the Apple Vision Pro. I'm curious if you've used the Apple Vision Pro, let us know. Reply back to our YouTube video here, or even just send us a message. I'm curious. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think this technology will stick? Have you ever dared to venture into an ice cold plunge? I'm curious. If you were to ask me, I would have to confess, hell no. The most extreme encounter I've had with cold weather is a cold shower, hands down, a brisk shower at that. And even that, for me, was a challenge. The thought, for me, of fully immersing myself into such frigid temperatures is daunting, for me, to say the least. And I've done some challenging things in my life. But, hey, maybe someday I'll summon the courage. So there is an ever-growing legion of individuals who are staunch advocates of this practice, praising its remarkable benefits. It's fascinating, isn't it? It begs the question, could this be a passing trend, or is there really substantial merit to these claims of using ice cold plunge? Is it really the beginning to garner widespread attention and recognition? So I decided to go down the rabbit hole, sift through the noise, if you would, and find out what all the fuss was about. My digital expedition led me to numerous scientific studies and anecdotal evidence that seems to underscore the virtues of cold plunges. So allow me to share with you the 6 benefits of doing a cold plunge. Now, this isn't coming directly from me. This is what I read online. I will share with you the links where I found this data. Top 6 benefits of doing a cold plunge. Number 1, eases sore muscles. After a hard workout, the cold temperature can help soothe and relax your muscles, providing release from soreness. Number 2, it reduces inflammation and swelling. The cold temperatures constrict your blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your tissues and subsequently decreasing inflammation and swelling. Number 3, improves insulin sensitivity. Acute and repeated exposure to cold has been found to enhance insulin sensitivity, which essentially is beneficial for managing blood sugar levels. Number 4, it boosts health of body and mind. Cold plunges can have holistic benefits, improving both physical health and mental well-being. Number 5, aids in stress management. Some studies have associated cold plunges with improved stress management, suggesting that these icy immersions might have positive effects on your mental health. And 6, and not lastly, it aids in your recovery after your workouts. Many fitness enthusiasts and athletes swear by cold plunges for their post-workout recovery benefits, as they see it can help relieve muscle soreness and reduce inflammation. So, thank you, as always, for lending me your ears and your attention. This has been Fit for Business with Jared Lane.